Update on my rebuild. Again, the backstory, this is a TH400 that I'm going to rebuild for that car over there, up on the jack stands. That one has a TH350 in it. It looked like it overheated. There's a lot of stuff in the pan. Not really happy with what I found in it, so I'm going to drop it out and I'm going to put in this transmission, which was kicking around my garage floor for quite a while. It was purchased as for the engine bracketry. It's a 1970, so I bought an engine and this transmission was attached to it. And I don't know the history of it. I did have it cleaned up on the outside externally. And you know, the inside looks pretty good. Just disassembled it. I got it up on the bench, all the parts. Really happy with what I'm finding in there. Let me go through that, and first of all, let me get down here and turn down this stereo over here. Okay. In the disassembly process, went pretty smoothly. The oil pump looks really, really good. I mean, compared to some of the things I'm seeing on YouTube with some of these front pumps, the gears operate smoothly. There's no galling or anything. I mean, you can basically turn it by smoothly. The tangs, the input tangs for the torque converter are in really good shape, and it's pretty clean. Moving over to the forward clutch, that looks pretty nice too. I haven't opened it up yet, but the input shaft looks to be in good shape here. If I can pick it up, everything looks to be in good. You know, I got to pull that snap ring out and open it up, and take a look at the frictions and the steels in there. Next, we have that direct clutch right there, and it looks to be in really good shape too, as well as the front band here. The front band still looks to be factory. I mean, really good shape. The drum itself looks good. This is I pulled the snap ring off already. Probably going to go with a spiral snap ring on this one, just for a little upgrade, even though it's a street application. But when you pull this out, this is the, let me see if I can do this with one hand. This is your roller clutch. No, this is actually a Sprague, because you can see it's got a smooth hub on it. So this is a 1970 16 element Sprague here. No roller clutch. TH400 went to roller clutch later on. Moving over, which the roller clutch, by the way, is not recommended. I'm actually going to go with a 34 element Sprague over here from the 4L80E. So I'm going to order one of those, and a spiral ring instead of this snap ring. Over here is the intermediate clutch pack, and these look surprisingly good. I mean, they're almost at a point where I can say I can reuse these, because this is a street application. What I would do here though is I'm going to take the this #1 wavy plate here. It's got a wave to it to soften the apply, and just go with a flat plate. I want a firmer shift on that one, that intermediate clutch. This one's going to have a wavy, this forward clutch is going to have a wavy plate in there, but I'm going to leave that in there because that applies when you go from neutral or park into gear, and you want it to, I like that to be smooth. I don't like that to be harsh. Looking down the line, we'll get to this later, but this is the center support. The bolt goes here, and this is the center section that connects the direct clutch and drum to the planetary gear set. And the planetary gear set, I have to check that over, but from first indication, the bushings look to be in really good shape, which is indicating to me that I'm not going to be putting bushings in, which is preferred. And then the whole output assembly right there looks to be in good shape too. So that's the update for now. Here's the case. Gonna clean. The case is pretty clean. There was some gunk in this servo right here. The servo for the rear reverse band. That was cleaned out, but it looks like stuff accumulates in that particular servo. And this is the front band apply servo. The input, the cooler lines, and the inside of the case. The bearing in the back, by the way, I was thinking of rollerizing it back here with a Torrington bearing because TH400 comes with this, but you know, this one here looks pretty darn good, so I'm going to stick with this. I mean, it's not not a race application, it's just a street application, and the whole thing with these things is keeping them cool. I got a higher stall converter in there, nothing radical, but the thing is with that converter, I've got to run a bigger oil cooler. The one in the radiator is not enough. I have a plan for that. I'll detail that. Put it out in front of the condenser and keep it cool. I think the TH350 in that car there overheated, like I said before, and it was making metal, and I got to figure out how to get it out of there. I probably got to get the thing up higher, get a couple notches more in the jack stands, and then kind of wiggle that thing out of the bottom there, scooch it out, either the front or the side, probably the front on that jack. But that's for another video. So, happy wrenching.